Hello guys, welcome back to Hopeful Happenings. Today is Movie Mentions, where I pick a popular movie and analyze the plot. Today's movie mention is Disney's Aladdin. I love Aladdin. It's a classic Disney movie that really shows how important it is that the characters create the plot. We're introduced to the setting and major plot point right away in the hook. One thing you must do when introducing your characters, particularly the main characters, is you must show them in their natural setting. That way, we can understand their natural personality. Let's see if Aladdin does this. The first time we see Jafar, he's doing a shady deal. We also find out that people died to get what he wanted, so we know he's not above murder. Then, he doesn't even care for the guy who helped him, so we know he's on his own in his endeavors. Aladdin. Can I just say that when I was young, I thought Aladdin was so hot. The first time we see him, he's stealing, which should technically make us against him, but through the song we find out he's starving and he's an orphan, so that makes us feel bad for him. Then, after the whole struggle to keep his food, he gives it away to 2 children. So we see he's poor, but he's a quick thinker and he's compassionate. We also learn his greatest desire, that he wants to live in the palace and that he's not happy being a street rat, so we know this is going to be his personal struggle for the majority of the movie. Jasmine the princess. The first time we see her, we know she's defiant, but for good reasons. She's strong. She's got a pet tiger. And when she goes into town, she's immediately compassionate to the children. So Aladdin and Jasmine are very similar in that. The characters really create the plot. Aladdin isn't just a nice citizen in the village who gets caught in a mess. He's a thief. Aladdin's choice to steal gets attention from the palace guards, which is Jafar's justification to put him in jail. His compassion to children when he himself is struggling to survive is why he's worthy to enter the cave. And even when he could have stuffed his pockets with gold, he kept his word and only took the lamp. That's why the writers put in Abu to cause drama without tainting Aladdin's character.
Make way, here he comes, ring bells, bang the drum. Are you gonna love this guy? Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa.
As the movie plays out, we'll see the closer Aladdin gets to having everything he always wanted, riches, the castle, the girl, the further he'll fall away from his true self. Another way his character creates the plot instead of the other way around is he creates his own trials. When Jasmine figures out he's the boy from the market, he could have told her the truth. Instead, he continues to pretend he's a prince who was dressed as a peasant once. Then it's finally time to grant Genie his freedom, but he goes back on his word. He didn't go back on his word at the beginning of the movie, so it's a clear change from who he started out to be.
Fine, I understand. After all, you've lied to everyone else. Hey, I was beginning to feel left out. Now, if you'll excuse me, Master.
Genie, I'm really sorry. Well, fine. Then just stay in there. What are you guys looking at?
His choice not to grant Genie his freedom is the sole reason why Jafar gets power, because Jafar steals the lamp immediately after this fight. Whenever you have a villain that is psychopathic evil or extremely powerful, the hero is unable to defeat them unless they move up to their level of power. But we don't want the hero to turn into another villain. We don't want them to dirty their hands, per se. So the villain now has to be the means of their own demise. Aladdin does trick Jafar into becoming a genie, but it's Jafar's lust for power that truly engineers his own defeat. Not to mention, Aladdin would still be a street rat if it weren't for Jafar bringing him to the Cave of Wonders. Aladdin finally accepts his true identity and keeps his promise to Genie, knowing that he will not be able to have all the things he wanted, including Jasmine. It's important that he makes his choice to free Genie when there's still so much at stake, because it shows that he's becoming more selfless, back to who he was at the beginning. And yet, we know he's not the same character. He's grown, he's changed. He no longer just blindly wants to be rich, he wants what's best for his friends. But he is rewarded for his honesty and true character, and they all live happily ever after in the end.
I choose you, Aladdin.
Thank you so much for watching our movie mentions with Aladdin. And thank you to Endless Fairy Tales for requesting this movie. If there's a movie that you would like to see on Movie Mentions, then please message me down below or message me on Instagram. And if it's your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you came, and I hope you will consider subscribing on your way out. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye.